Don't we want to come together?
But for some of you, coming together means ignoring our experiences.
Break it down for me.
Cultural appropriation.
Sex and gender norms.
Mild adult themes.
Nepotism.
Racist bots.
Black lesbians. You mean two women into each other for reasons other than a straight man's benefit?
Great start. Conspiracy theories, black Scientology.
What?
Pre-baiting.
Jesus.
Plus slavery.
Weed.
Cocoa butter. Salty grits. The sunken place.
Fake news.
Oppression. That's the new Katy Perry single, right?
Mm-hmm. Oppression featuring Migos.
But they're just so good.
They're so good, I can't help but put them in my
Can I have some more, sir?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
J.Steel, why are you eating them? You're going
Delicious,
to hurt
Gambi. Fuck
yourself.
you.
Come
Should give Gambi
on
some
now.
chips.
Yeah, you should. Oh, that'd be dope.
Fuck Gambi.
Let's watch, yeah. Hey, Gambi, want some
Gambi,
Doritos?
Got some chips. They're not hot at all, motherfucker. You
They're
wanna
not
eat them?
hot,
Eat the
yeah.
whole bag, bitch.
Go on, eat more. Go on, Gambi.
Oh, these are so good. Oh,
They're
guys,
so my
why
God.
did you do this to me?
See? Yeah, I need some
Oh
milk.
my
Why
God.
is there no milk? I
Please
just
give me
went
a
to the
glass of milk.
store.
This isn't milk. This is pepper juice. Why? Now I'm dying.
For the people still
Sugar
listening,
in our milk.
the people that's still listening and not even understanding you guys' eternal slander of the character of Peter Gambi on the show Black Lightning.
It's available on Netflix. Catch up.
Catch up on Black Lightning. Check out our review podcast called Reviewing That Lightning, and you understand where these disrespectful voices on the coveted, they're just making fun of the coveted character named Peter Gambi, played by
Bitch. Big bitches.
Oh my God.
Yeah. James
Remar.
Remar.
I am a Gambi apologist, and at times he can be a bitch, but we're reviewing them Dere White People, and the bitch of this show is Gabe. So if you're going to make fun of somebody, you got to do Gabe sounds. Leave Gambi alone.
Never apologize.
You got to leave Gambi alone. We talk about Gabe, and especially you over here, J.Steel, because off mic, we just watched this video of her dying after eating the world's second hottest chip. We got reviews. We got to release that video.
How are you still? Oh,
Yeah, we do.
How are you still alive? Though? That's the question. How did you do that? How did you survive?
I eat straight peppers all the time.
Man.
But those chips are different. And
I can't wait.
That's made from the Carolina Reaper pepper, which is like the hottest on the scale. The Scoville scale is the pepper scale, and the Carolina Reapers are like at the very top. No, I'm lying. No, it's not made from Carolina Reapers. I'm sorry. It's made from ghost peppers, which is right below the Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
The Carolina Reaper just recently almost killed somebody. So.
Yeah, all that. All I know is we got, because she couldn't get the chip, the number one because it was sold out after all that shit. And she was like, "Hey Martin, he recorded me for FatGirlNola. I'm gonna eat the second hottest chip." And all at the top of the video, she talking that Cash Money shit, man. Because the first chip, you eat one of them, and you seen Shaquille O'Neal almost die. You know what I mean? It's a whole deal if you can't even eat one. So she put like two in her mouth and was like, "Oh, this ain't nothing." Ate about 5 of them bitches, ate about 6 of them bitches, then it hit her late. Oh my God, we have all this on video. Next, you should see her starting to die and almost cry, but then she catches a second wind, and she's like, "You know what? I want more. They taste good." Bad decision.
Yeah, because it builds.
Yeah, after the second trip, she was on the floor,
Like,
knocked the fuck out, about to cry. Like it was the effect of what you expected from the first bite. Finally hit after she ate about 10 of them bitches. So don't talk ill of my nigga Gambi when I got this type of video to release. I forgot. No, you reviewing them Dere White People. Welcome to episode 4. No, it's episode 3 review.
Why are you being so cruel?
As usual, this is the Reviewing That cast. These fuckers won't leave my nigga Gambi alone.
Is it Mr. Bats or Mr. Bats?
This is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. If you don't spell the Mr. out, you won't find me on your social media platforms.
Oh,
and these ignorant motherfuckers to the right of me, their names are... What's your names?
I'm J.Steel.
It doesn't matter what your names are! Went The Rock circa early
Rock.
2000s on you fuckers.
Thank you.
Because you want to just...
I missed that Rock.
Yeah.
No, I needed that. Thank you.
Yeah. Tell
Back
them
now.
who you are again, I
Hi,
guess.
I'm J.Steel.
No one cares! Start trolling you fuckers back.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you can go for real this time.
Oh,
my
my
bad. I'm sorry.
He's fucking lying. Don't trust
I'm
him.
not lying. You can trust me. You can trust me.
Don't trust him.
You can trust
He's
me.
fucking lying.
I'm not lying.
Hi, I'm J.Steel.
No, I can't. I can't. Shut up. Stop talking.
You, man.
Okay. Stop being professional. Okay, you're right. Get,
no
get
good,
in there. Go
man.
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
am J.Steel _ at FatGirlNola. Me. Hi.
Okay, welcome.
Boom.
Hi there. It's,
You're nobody's favorite host while you're talking. I'm gonna get you too, nigga.
What's the response?
What do you do?
They call me Marty. MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram and Twitter. It's not for the chat. You also want to go to lowrainbitches.com and click on the Your30 tab.
You're talking fast, thinking I'm gonna
for it.
jump in on this.
I'm like when Brian owns old Stewie that ass whipping, and he pushes him in front of the bus in the last one. He's like, "When are you gonna do it?" I don't know.
Where's my money?
Where's my money, man?
Where's my money?
You got money?
man?
You got money for mustaches, but you don't have my money. But yes, you can go to lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab, like, rate, share.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do nothing.
Okay,
I'm not gonna do
cool.
nothing.
That's
So,
all I got, man. That's all I got.
I'm
man.
just saying, and once
That's all I
again,
got.
man, come on, be part of the conversation, man. Send any of your comments on reviewing them Dare White People to us at reviewingdat@gmail.com. If you got anything you want to say about any of these episodes leading up to, okay, we're gonna record 4 and 5 tomorrow. So send us a mail. We up to episode. No, you can send us mail talking about any episode up to episode 8.
Yep.
We won't
Right.
read it if it's not concerning the current episode that we're reviewing.
Yes.
But anything you want to say, send it to reviewingdat@gmail.com. And, we can run it, man. This has been a great, so far it's been a great little run. So we're near delirium because, we just recorded back to back after 2. We're into 3 right now. So that's where some of this energy is coming from. But now it's time to jump in this here, man. So this is volume 2. This is episode 3, chapter 3. They say, while party hopping on Pride Night, Lionel struggles to make small talk with strangers and decipher mixed signals from Silvio. So before we hit the play button, initial thoughts on episode 3.
I love Lionel. I don't know. He's slowly becoming, they're all my favorites, but Lionel is at the top of the list. I love him. I just love his whole demeanor. I love how kind of strange and awkward he is and how he's really coming into himself. And I also love that he's a gay character. That's different. I love seeing that perspective. So, yeah. I fucks with Lionel.
I second that. Yeah, definitely agree with that. I just to go a little further, I wonder if the show will show us him evolving, further on,
Even
say,
more
because he's
evolved a lot.
Yeah, no, he's
You watch
evolved
his
a lot.
art.
But it's I see the potential in him to sort of be the leader of this. You know what I'm saying? To be the controller of these newsrooms and whatnot. You know what I mean? I see that potential for him there. So I just wonder how far along we're gonna go with him. Because I see, even though you're right, I do see the potential in the growth.
I think that's what's happening. I
too.
think that's what we're watching. I think because this is season 2.
Right, we haven't finished yet too. So
we haven't finished yet, but I think absolutely. Let's say that this show goes let's say it goes 5 seasons. Mm-hmm. By the end of season 5, I think you're gonna get the Lionel that you're speaking of.
Right, yeah, exactly. Right, I agree.
I feel like if there was a chart, that's where they're trying to get to with him.
Yeah,
I can believe that definitely. On this episode, for the most part, I liked it. Silvio's trash. That's what I left with a lot about it. I was like, Silvio's trash.
Total fucking trash, dude.
He is I still even I don't know at the
and
end
it's
of
weird
it.
because it's when they first had their moment at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
Silvio and Lionel.
right.
I kind of was rooting for it. I was like, okay, this could be interesting. Silvio ain't shit.
Yeah, Silvio ain't shit.
Did we know he was this? Did we know about him in the first season as far as who he was? I feel like we're getting to know him. We got to know him a lot more in this episode. Than
I think
we
it
did
goes
in the
back
first
to
season.
I think it goes back to what we saw him on the last episode about how depending on certain perspectives is how you see people, and how in this one I think we only got to see as much of Silvio as Lionel got to see of him because Lionel was an underling that was building his way up, and now that they're figuring out this will they, won't they type of thing. Now we're starting to see other layers of the Silvio character, because at first he was just the guy at the newsroom that he was reporting to. Right. Now he's a nigga showing up to his freaking house, his room drunk wanting to have escapades and losing shit. So it's like, as their dynamic change, we see dynamics of, you know, Silvio, even though he ain't shit.
Fair enough.
One thing I do love, I guess I just press play on this. We on, you know, we pressing play now. One thing I will eternally love is the relationship between Lionel and Troy. I like their brotherhood.
Oh my God,
their brotherhood
is
great.
Their relationship. I love that Troy is so secure with who he is.
Right,
that he, like, straight up, they're just platonic friends. I love that shit.
And what's this book that he looked at? One was called The Black Box Society that Troy was looked at while he was talking to Lionel. The Secret History of... What was that? Let me go. The Secret History of the... Society. This other book.
The Secret History of the West...
So I guess we're getting into the secret society aspect, because in Troy episodes to come, that's one thing that, you know, starts getting more introduced. But really, the secret society aspects was getting introduced even when you see how in episode 1, the Order of X started following Sam, and then you see in, I think maybe in this episode, Lionel also. So these are Lionel's books that he's picking up. These not even his. At first I took it as Troy was looking at these books for him because they were his, but now I'm seeing he's looking at Lionel's books. And it's almost like hindsight showing us that later that, oh, this is why he has this certain look at looking at these books, because later in his episode, we get into more of that type of topic.
Right, exactly.
That's a hindsight thing. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, so Lionel's trying to figure out what kind of dress or what he's trying to figure out. He's still figuring himself out. Yeah. And he's trying to figure out his swag. I didn't know that all these names for where you fall in line as a dresser.
Yeah, they have all these interesting names for your style.
There's even identity for style. Ain't that funny? That's the world we live in.
Yeah. Like the way you dress. And I was like, whoa, I have never in my life heard any of these terms.
We actually categorize this type shit. We categorize everything. We can't help but label. We labeled everything. We're a labeling ass motherfucking society.
That's what makes us comfortable.
I guess what makes us American.
Yeah.
So while the bros, you know, he needed someone to help him tie a tie, and of course, man, you know, Troy had fun. We tied the tie. We get into the flashbacks once again. They give us a you know, heads up on, like, you know, Troy, you know, he's a troublemaker apparently, and they show that Silvio kiss, and now we're showing about how this guy, you know, one of the original cast. Which white guy is he? He's the one that got the pipeline to the news publications, and that's come, you know, being part of the newspaper. And at a freaking at their college, you can almost get an instant run to a big dog spot, and then they get into this Hancock guy looking at the black people. It's like, and the funny thing is how they connect, and you can see that their building was going on in the past up into what's going on in the present. I don't think we're seeing these disparate flashbacks. I feel like when we get to the end of the season finale, everything is going to connect, from the freaking flashbacks as well as, you know, these loose ends that's popping up, whether we talking about the Order of X or we talking about Alt Ivy and all these things. Like, I feel like it's going to come full circle. I don't think they're showing us the past for no reason. So,
and then we go to a flashback from last season.
Yeah, I appreciated this.
Yeah, of the whole incident that happened with Troy fucking up Hancock and having his little meltdown or whatever, and of Lionel basically exposing the whole story of how they were planning to integrate AP. And then we cut back to Troy finishing up Lionel's tie.
That was a dope camera move.
Yeah, and then we have a cool moment where Lionel like pushes the camera away, and I'm like, oh shit.
And I'm trying to see how I feel like how they went back again. Lionel hopes it will be a new beginning. Cell phone, like he's hoping it's a new beginning. I feel like there's a reason why they showed that to us again, but I think I missed it the second time. I'm not gonna hold us up. So as we get into the episode,
what is the sending the messages to everybody?
Yeah, because they already showed it to us once. So I'm like, why they show it to us again? I forget.
Fair enough.
And I'm not about to press rewind again. I turn on the sound. So email us at reviewing that.
Yeah. If you know what that means, email.
Because I feel like we was watching it, like I just missed it the second time. So anyway, Lionel is going through his phone and he's looking. There's a song playing, I Just Want to Be Cool, and he's looking.
Which should be the theme song for my life.
It should be the theme song for his life. And Lionel's imagining himself in other people's Instagram pictures. And funny enough, I just realized that this first picture that he just imagined himself in the life of were the black gays that we see later.
Yep. Yeah,
I didn't catch it.
Oh, snap. Wait a minute.
I caught
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Oh,
himself
snap,
kicking it with him,
yeah.
and he's gonna wind up going across him later. So that's the whole reason why when we ran into him, it was like with Sam later. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is where I wanted to be anyway."
Yeah.
But right now, like, yeah, Lionel is. And what's funny is this, Lionel, you want to be
man.
you want to be cool and such, and I feel like he's trying to find his gay friends because I feel like you're getting a nice little circle of friends at this point, or at least building to him. Lionel, so far you got Sam is kind of your buddy. Like Sam is his big sister, she just doesn't know it yet. Troy is his brother, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I guess he just wants to really feel like a home or feel like he
somebody who's coming from his
people
perspective.
People to identify with and relate to. And you know, once again, if you're a black gay guy at Winchester, you may want to find other black gay guys at Winchester. I would just hope so. So, but I feel like it's so sad that he has to imagine himself into other people's Instagram pictures. Like, damn,
dude. It
dude.
make me kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
It's like, oh, wow. It's that bad.
One thing about Lionel is he believes in all these secret societies, and that's when they start getting into that with him. Of he starts researching the different ones. He even has these trails leading back to the newspaper, leading back around the way, and he doesn't even realize how right he is or how right he may become. And there's this list of unconfirmed secret societies. I guess that was on the campus. And I want to read what they were, even though we know one of them is going to get, you know, much play. So it's the Uslian Society, the Illuminati, the Flat Hat Club, the Rosicrucians, the Bilderberg, the Elders of Zion, the Order of X, the Knights of the Templar, Seventh Society, Order of the Bull's Blood. And Lionel expresses later in this episode that he's like, well, even the narrator, who I love that you told me that's Giancarlo. Yeah. I just imagine him like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But
he has a dope voice.
He has a great voice, dude. And, so Lionel, he's looking at the secret societies. Troy, he thought he heard something at his door. Troy invites these two women, you know, to come chill.
And we also still think that he's waiting for old boy. We don't know that
Silvio.
He's in the bed yet.
Because once again, he was getting, because there was a reveal. Yeah, because they show us with Lionel, and he decides to undo his tie. You feel like he got stood up, and he really didn't get stood up.
Right.
They revealed that, Silvio's been laying there for a while, and through the dialogue, we find out he's been there.
The whole time.
Yeah, he showed up
He's
drunk.
been there drunk.
And doesn't even know that Lionel was going crazy, trying to get dressed for this man, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to impress him.
He put a lot of effort into it. Yeah.
And he just is trash.
Yeah, and Silvio's just like, oh, whatever, bitch. I was just drunk.
And I don't know, through this episode, I really was like, I was so happy when later Lionel finds another friend, because I'm like, Lionel, are you just settling for the only other gay dude that you know?
That'll give him attention.
Right.
You know?
Because that's what it feels like. Like, you don't know any other gay
Settling.
people, and this guy's giving you attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's preparing this Pride night, and Lionel wants to go out. And Silvio, I remember there's a point where he checks his keys. He checks he's missing something. We don't know what it is yet. So now all of a sudden he decides he wants to go out and hang because he realized that he hurt Lionel's feelings, but it's more so feeling like...
The keys thing. Maybe I should wait until we get to that, but I feel like that was like a thing. Or maybe I read that wrong. That it was like intentional. Was that like a thing?
I feel like he actually lost his keys because throughout the night he was actually still looking for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that whole was just straight backtrack, right?
Yeah, and that's the only reason he just wanted someone to come backtrack with him, and that's the only reason he wound up hanging because he really just wanted to stay up there drunk.
Yeah.
With Lionel as company. Because the thing is, he likes Lionel, but he don't know what he want to do with him. It's just his other weird things.
Stringing him along.
So we're in a very familiar spot where apparently Lionel and naked Troy. Troy is always in the goddamn bathroom with no shirt on with Lionel.
And
so
that's okay.
Tuesday.
I'm glad that, of course you're going to say it's okay. I'm glad Lionel is so used to it now. Because remember in season 1, he was just
like in love.
Boy, dick hard every time.
Like, oh my God.
Couldn't keep it together.
Nah, he couldn't keep it together. Now it's just like, well, that's just Troy. And now he has Silvio to, objectify
and then Silvio
Troy.
walks in and echoes everything every woman is thinking. You don't ever
and
have
homosexual man.
There we go. You don't ever have to put clothes on.
And a lot of us heterosexual men, because that nigga is fit.
He is fit.
Well, just
fine.
So you need a reference point.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All All right, almost there.
So, and one cool thing is your boy Troy realizes that the two women he invited over there were actual lesbians, so he wasn't gonna get laid. So he's there to be the wingman, so he can make sure his partner Lionel get laid. I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's like, straight women and free liquor going to waste. I'll be there. So.
And one of the most hilarious parts about this episode is Troy will find the one woman in the room to find and try to smash. Like throughout this whole episode, the one straight woman he would find to connect with. So
he's quite good at it.
Does man, it's Troy Obama. So now we're in this collective of white gays at the moment, and you know that's a thing. And these white gays, and it was so funny to see the guy from the movie that was at the other newspaper that Lionel was working for. He just has longer hair now, and that was the other guy that
I didn't even realize
the first gay guy that
Oh.
Lionel kissed or whatnot, and that didn't work out apparently. So it's just an interesting thing seeing like Lionel. It's a funny intersection that they speak on how, like, you know, homosexuality with white guys and homosexuality with black people sometimes go at odds with each other, especially when you throw in the race component. And it seems funny to see the difference between the two scenes of Lionel when he around these white gay dudes and how he still doesn't feel comfortable, and Lionel when he around these black gay dudes and he still doesn't feel comfortable. He's really trying to find where he fits.
Awkward is his brand.
It's definitely his brand.
And I was so happy to see Troy there until Troy decided to go find him, you know.
He found a one straight.
The first time he did this.
In the place.
And the beauty of Troy's superpower is he can blend in with anyone.
I love that about him. Oh,
he can talk to anyone. He's comfortable with anyone. That's what he's going to do. He's like the complete opposite of Lionel. It's
like even through all of his security, he's still secure with himself.
So Lionel into this spot, and this other guy, you know, gay guy seemingly, you know, he gives him a little eye that was a little long to make you feel like, okay, you know, gay guy.
Yeah, so he finds this kind of cute, you know, black dude or whatever, and they have this moment, and we see Lionel, you know, try to shoot his shot a little bit, and he's like, you know, talking to him, he introduces himself, and then...
You never had a chance.
The nigga tell him that I'm not in the black dudes.
Like, I'm not in the black dudes.
And he's a black dude. And it's interesting that, you know what I mean, they went with a lighter skinned black dude to pull that bullshit. Yeah. But it echoes what I just said. It's just a funny thing when you throw race into the component of dating and homosexual situations. When, you know, read up or, you know, listen to people talk about it. It's like, God damn, okay, this is a thing. Okay, there's dynamics.
Are real, yeah.
These dynamics are real. And it's just so trippy. Like this nigga said, my fetish is just white dudes and I'm black. And he might be the same nigga that might be pro-black for all we know. Who knows? It's just funny, the complexities of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And arrogant observer, we hear you. Sexuality is fluid.
Yeah, that's right. We hear you.
So, the cat film that he used to work for at the other bugle, his name was George or something. I think he hits on him a little bit. Because what's funny is he tries to lure, he honestly, he does what Silvio should be doing. This guy's trying to make Lionel feel comfortable in this space.
Right, yeah.
Because they have a history. And, you know, to a degree, if I saw Lionel from where he first started, and if I saw Lionel now, even in his position, I'd be like, all right, Lionel.
Right.
You know what? Come on. Come to the big boys table, man. You've been making strides.
Right.
And, you know, Lionel's sitting there with these guys. And it's almost cringy at times watching Lionel try to fit in with these people.
Cringy.
Yeah, it's very cringy.
It's like cringy
so
level 10.
Oh my god.
11 plus. It's because he says these awkward things and then there's like these little silent aside like, ooh, too much. Right. it's awkward to, you know,
and the hilarity about the gay characters in this story is like they'll shade you to your face. Like if some of these awkward moments they let pass, and some of them they just tell them a line like, nah,
straight up.
Don't do that shit. Shut up. So what are we talking about here? They talking about
the idea of problematic in the term, and that it should be like thrown out.
And nigga tell wait, let me go back. They talk about they once again get into this stuff like one gay dude has affinity for chocolate, somebody else is a rice queen. Yeah. They talking about all the different, but racially talking about the different type of dick these niggas like getting apparently.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then you know, they call themselves fags, and they feel like because they call themselves, it's one of those things where it's like because you are oppressed too, you feel like you get to just talk cash money shit and it's like, no son, you can like, I would never call a gay person the F word. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call you that. You call yourselves that. That's on you. Just like, if you white, don't call me gay or straight, whatever. The N word. But just because that's the point. Just because I can say nigga don't mean
doesn't mean that you should.
You can say nigga,
right?
And,
exactly.
But you know they're in a safe space. They're talking this shit. It's great writing. Like it's. I'm curious to be in the writing rooms to see how far they go because every one of these characters are perfectly realized already. You can say, oh, that's to that guy, that's to this guy, that's to this guy.
They are. These are like actual people. We're seeing actual depictions of actual people. It's really awesome. Feel
me? And you know they.
I can't remember what was the last straw that he says to them, or like that they have a little exchange, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm done. We can leave now." But they say something or ignore something that he says. I can't remember exactly. Something about Sam and the Alt Ivy thing, I believe.
Because yeah. Hold up. They don't want to talk about the fact.
Right. Okay, I remember. Yeah. You can go. Yeah, your boy is like.
Yeah. So Silvio comes back from flirting or doing something with someone that he's had dealings with.
Oh, and we forgot the part that Troy told Lionel, man, that look, dude, the way you gotta handle Silvio is you gotta be aloof, man. This dude's playing aloof with you, playing games with you, so you can't be.
He's like his coach for
he told him you can't be so jumping at this man every demand. So when Silvio come back around, at first Lionel like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to leave. I leave when the fuck I want, basically. Mm-hmm. But then, like you're saying, Marty, you get into this they get into this conversation about Sam and social justice warriors and how Sam should take the joke of being called a freaking half-breed. And Lionel, like, how you know it's a joke? And they would not even have the conversation.
Right. The way they turned away for a moment, I was like, is it one of y'all?
And no, I didn't even take it as that. I took it as...
I kind of did for a moment. I'm like,
oh, that is a good way to take that in. I didn't take it as that. For me,
I was like, oh... Okay.
I'm still playing the game in my head, like in the back of my brain, you know, or who could it be?
Yeah,
you know?
I just took it in a level of when they talk about intersections, about how a lot of times black women get frustrated with white feminists because you want us to be down for your movement, but where are you? And oftentimes with black gays, I often hear them talk about that with white gays. It's like, okay, so you want me to be down with your gay movement, but you're not here for my black movement, and that's how they kind of came across. Y'all here sitting here, you know, trying to rave around your oppression because you gay niggas, and once again, y'all just jump because you're still white men. That's what they try to think. That's what they see
that's
show
what
me.
he said. Right,
you're still white men. No matter how gay you are, no matter that you're oppressed, no matter that you have your own F word, just like us niggas do. You feel me? At the end of the day, you still white men because y'all jump to the side of that this is racist as fuck. And you can't even see your racism. You can't see past your own privilege. You just instantly jump to it being a joke. This man challenging this, you won't even engage. Mm-hmm. Right. That's the worst kind of people. Not the motherfuckers that will argue with you or debate. The ones that will say some fucked up shit, some offensive shit, and not even engage in any rebuttal.
On and just, it's like whatever. Right.
Turn a blind eye, dog. And that's when, like you said, Lionel was like, I'm about to go, man. I can't, you know. And I'm glad that they brought this this subtext up. Because funny enough, Silvio is Hispanic, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so they are the minorities in that building at that point that some of them could pass. And we get outside.
I was wondering, I was like, is his hand where I think it is?
His hand is on her titty.
We talking about Troy. We come outside and Troy found the only straight chick there. We walk outside
and
to see.
And he has his hands on some titties.
Just out and about on the titty. Yeah. Making out with her because Troy is the man.
That's what Troy does. Shout out to Troy.
Yeah, just... I want to be him when I grow up.
He said, man, you know, the nigga Silvio asked him, you giving mammograms now? He said, nah, you know, her friend was in the bathroom for like 20 minutes, so they like, you know, keep her company and shit. Like, yeah, Troy, yes.
That's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do.
Let's do it.
All right, Troy.
And this is the part where Lionel admits to Silvio that he had a weird moment with George on Dear White People, the movie. And it was comparing them. And that's a weird thing, too, to call this man his Hershey's Kiss. Like, he didn't like that shit.
He said, he asked me for my Hershey's Kisses. What should I do? You should give him your Hershey's Kisses with nuts.
So now we're on another party's expedition, dog, with another party, and it was good. It was interesting about each one of these parties on this Pride Night expedition that Troy is still tagging along with the gay guys. Right. Is they show you a different it's a different atmosphere. It's a different. They're all really on adventure mode, nigga.
Right.
This is my favorite one, and I should say so. I'm a big fan of the Reed and Kid Fury. Is in the scene when they get into the booth with Sam. So like I was really excited for this whole thing. I wasn't quite sure where he was gonna show up, but he'll show up in that next scene over there.
And we see Muffy and Coco dancing.
Muffy and Coco. Yeah. So when I saw them, I was like, wait.
What y'all doing in the gay spot?
Up in here? Yeah. And apparently later on we figure out what's popping with some of that. But I thought that was interesting. But then I went to, you know what? It is kind of a thing. I know as a straight woman for us to go to gay clubs, totally a thing. because you go there and have a good time and nobody gonna fuck with you. That's the thing. And
Yeah.
it's always fucking fun. Always lit.
And,
Oh my!
And Coco said that out her mouth, like she was not there. Like you could look at me, but I'm not here for she here to have a good time. And we find out that Muffy's gay.
Yes.
And hey, that's a nice little character wrinkle that they give him. Like give all these characters wrinkles. So Lionel run into his little nemesis chick.
I don't know something. I don't know what it is, man.
I forgot her
I'm digging
name.
her. I don't know what it is.
She is amazing.
Well, she
Yeah,
with these
I'm
glasses.
so
She
digging
got
her.
a flat top. She drunk and she going in on and she lets Lionel know that Silvio.
He's like, how many have you had? 19.
And she's like 19. Oh, God.
It sounds like a problem.
That sounds like a problem to me.
My soul.
But Silvio's been venting to her that he had some issue with Lionel, outing the information, but Silvio never told him. And her drunk ass, she it had to come from her.
Is it here where we find out that he's gotten fired, or do we already know at this point that the paper's in disarray because of his leaking
I
of
think
information?
she is telling him that in her drunkenness.
Yeah,
the drunkenness
she
right now?
gives him a
Okay.
little bit of that, but we don't get it fully fleshed out yet.
And we get I love Muffy. We get the Muffy and her dancing on the dance floor. And now Lionel's trying to figure out his life. And you see Silvio flirting with yet another
Yet
nigga.
another person.
So he go into this other room. He goes into it with the black gay guys from
gay
Instagram and
guys.
Sam.
Yep.
Kid Fury.
And he trying to once again fall in line with them. And now which one of these is Kid Fury? Because I don't listen to the read.
Kid Fury is the guy right there on the all the
Okay.
way to the right.
Gotcha.
And he, ironically enough, he in real life has a serious thing against Taylor Swift. And funny enough, the middle guy makes a comment to Lionel saying, "You look like you enjoy Caucasian music." What's your idea of the
I
pop
love
climate?
these characters. Like
They were amazing.
They were so real. I've
They really
I've
were.
met these guys.
I was about to
before.
say,
I've
I
seen
feel like
these
I
guys.
know all three of them.
My nigga, I know these
them.
niggas, bro. These niggas, like they got them perfect. They was cast perfectly.
Yep, they were.
And
But yeah. And then he says, I enjoy a bit of Taylor Swift here and there. And then they all get into a fight because like he really in real life can't stand Taylor Swift. Like has a straight up real like grudge against her.
That is so funny.
And Lionel says, "Yes, girl, queen." He don't even know how to use the black gay lingo.
Oh, it was so awkward.
that's what I'm
Lionel
saying,
is so
his-
awkward, but it was kind of like, yes, girl,
I feel like
queen.
He wants to be accepted.
I feel like man, he's gonna learn how to work that awkward in a really dope way.
It already
I
kind of
feel
works
like-
for him, but when he really understands his power and masters it and finds himself and learns to be his own brain,
I think it goes.
swaggy.
I think it goes back
Man, I
to
can't wait.
what you said earlier, like what we said earlier about his growth, his arc as a character over the course of the series. What's it going to be? I think it's not even going to be about working his awkward. He's going to get confident.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's not even gonna like awkward? He'll mature out of his brand.
I mean, he's always going to be him.
Right.
But I don't think he's going to, like right now, he second guesses everything he does.
True.
That's one of his biggest flaws. He's constantly questioning
Right,
himself
if he
in
was
his
just
head.
kind of flow, then
Chill.
but
You
he's
can
gonna
see
learn
him.
that.
And the thing is, there's so many times where the camera goes back to him for his reaction shot to things that other people are doing because he's always in his head. All he can do is react. He reacts a lot in his life. And the times that he makes his most strides as a character is when he's not reacting, is when he's deciding to do shit. When he decided to go to that party in the movie, that was, when he makes these forward strides as a person, it always works for him. He just doesn't make these strides often enough. That's a funny thing. Well, not always, but a lot of times it works to his advantage. Sometimes he falls on his face. And I think right now, like, at first, he wouldn't talk to nobody. He was scared of everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Now, he will try, but he's like Doctor Strange in Infinity War, seeing every freaking option, and then he'll go for it instead of just saying, "Stop, looking at all these options, just jump in, nigga." Because by the time you thought of all these options, dog, you probably chose the wrong one.
Exactly.
Study wrong.
Yeah, I mean, so he knows his Sam is in her phone getting
she's
harassed.
with Old Ivy again, and Old Ivy gives her this fucked up ass tweet talking about some, hey, Rachel Dolezal called. She wants her wig back.
Yeah,
Old
that's
Ivy's
kinda
a
fucked
fucking
up.
dick. Yeah.
And then call this mixed girl Rachel Dolezal. It's just so ill.
So disrespectful, yo.
And once again, I like when we get into these character episodes because we get to see characters also spend time with other characters that we don't get to see them spend time with. That's why I was saying that I feel like he looks up to Sam so much. He wants Sam to be his friend, and Sam is his friend. Sam
chemistry.
cares. They have a cool chemistry.
Yeah, they definitely do.
You know what I mean? And it's just Sam is wrapped up in a lot, and I love it that Lionel's the reporter because he gets to be the cat that's really actively trying to solve the mysteries. Mm-hmm. And one of the key reasons why he wants to solve this mystery is because his friend Sam is one of the center, victims, the main one getting fucked with. And you could tell he wants to help. And you know, it's I like it. So
oh God, I just had a moment.
What's that?
Nothing. We can't talk about it.
Oh,
I know. I'm having like 3 or 4 of them.
God.
I know. But I'm glad we all can't see. But see, the cool thing is that y'all all know now, so it's like I don't have to. You know, we all know what we're thinking.
Yeah.
We all know.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this with the sound because you know I get what moment y'all having. So anyway, so as we leave Sam, Silvio, and Lionel, they leave, and Lionel is just conflicted with this motherfucker.
Yeah, Lionel's
man.
so fucking frustrated because basically the whole night they've been going on his trek to so-called find his keys during Pride Night. And
I don't even think Lionel knew that that's what it was at first.
Right. But he knew that something was missing.
Yeah. Because that nigga sold it to him as let's go hang out.
Right.
That's what Lionel been thinking. That's why Lionel coming at him saying, you told me you was going to hang out and you hanging out with everybody else.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah. He's like bringing him to all these different places, but like playing him on some shit. And Lionel's already confused and trying to find himself. So it's like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
And then he complicates things even more when he kisses him.
Again.
And Silvio's acting like he's completely, like he said, we don't hang out. He said, we're hanging out now. It's like...
That motherfucker says I kiss everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's gross.
So messed up.
Don't say
disgusting.
that.
And Lionel's really realizing, I'm not trying to fuck with you. And like he really told him that. Lionel's face to that.
Yeah, he literally asked him. He's like, "Wait, why would you kiss me?"
Oh, you know, you know what I'm putting together now is that him and that guy that he meets, they're both in the same boat.
Exact same boat.
Yep,
yeah.
they are.
Oh man, I feel like
Yep.
You should have had a V8. All right.
So Silvio kisses him again and leaves him once again confused. And now we get into that next scene. She's talking about Silvio is here once again looking for his keys.
So they go to this party with, I think they were like musical theater kids or whatever.
Yeah, theater kids.
And it's another pride party and they go to it or whatever. And once again, Silvio disappears for some reason or another. And then Lionel sits down and as he's sitting, he sees this really cute, petite guy out of the corner of his eye. And
another Hispanic guy.
Yeah, another Hispanic guy.
You gotta type that out, boy.
And they start a little small talk. It's a little flirtatious small talk. Yeah. And as soon as he started talking, I was like, yes. I was so happy. I'm like, yes, please let something happen. Don't let this just be some meaningless conversation, random person, and we won't see him again. Please let something awesome happen.
Well, this is not Atlanta, so,
Yeah.
That's what Atlanta would do. We would
Atlanta
never
would
see
do
Wesley
that.
again.
Right.
His name is Wesley, and they had instant chemistry. And like you said,
instant
it was pretty
chemistry.
cool. Yeah. And you find out that Wesley's here with the
date. But the guy that Wesley's there with is literally making out with another dude right across from him.
Right across.
So they are literally in the same boat.
And it's like this is how your night can definitely go, but this is the metaphor of your night, Lionel. Right. So they have instant chemistry before they can really hit it off. Silvio comes back
and sits right in between them, literally.
And we see that he's the douche version of Wesley.
Yes.
Or Wesley's a nice version of him. Yes. Whichever way. And then that's when after meeting a nice guy, that's when Lionel was like, I gotta put up with this shit, man. Fuck you. Right. So he gets up and he says, do you hate me or something? Because you keep playing with me, dog. You kiss me out the blue. You take me, you leave, bring me places. You ditch me. You doing all this crazy shit. And Silvio, I think that's when he admits that, like, I don't even know what I want to do, dog. Like, we trying to figure out what this is. We partners. Like,
he's asking, is it punishment because of what happened with the paper? Like you've been talking about it with everybody.
Her name is Brooke.
Oh.
Brooke was the girl with the glasses, that was all mad.
Yeah, that's my girl there, Brooke. I like her.
And he says, Silvio says, I'm not the kind of guy that needs to know right away. He's not the kind of guy that likes to find things right away. And that's when, when Lionel just, I think Lionel needs to hear that part of what Silvio says because it's one of the more honest moments of him. And in a weird way, whenever Silvio speaks of himself, he never lies.
Nope, he doesn't.
Very true. He's very Jack Sparrow in that way.
Yeah,
yes, he is. He's very honest.
Yeah, definitely.
He's very honest about his flaws and his shortcomings and all that shit, but he's still an asshole.
Just Lionel just kept, if anything, Lionel kept on, you're gonna rock with this or not, but you're punishing yourself, honestly, because he keeps telling you, I kiss everybody, then he kissed you again. You allowed yourself to get wrapped up in that shit like that, you feel me? Yeah. He said, look, man, situationship, partnership, relationship, I don't know what this is. I don't need to know it right now. You need to know it right now. Instantly, I don't know why y'all even still fighting. Why you even still trying to come at him?
Right.
You feel me? And like then Lionel lets him know about how he should, do this paper and like they got so many do this independent paper and they got so many stories that we could talk about this and that and Silvio said I'll think about it basically because there's so much going on and
oh man,
Silvio is not that interested in the students getting trolled in Winchester by the alt-right people, but he still feels like starting an independent paper could be interesting, but he'll think about it. And I was just screaming, Lionel, you start yours.
Exactly.
You start it.
You don't
fuck them. It's an independent paper. Fuck
exactly.
it. Start your own shit.
Just fine without him if we really track this back.
Right.
You've been kind of doing just fine without him.
I mean, since the other paper imploded, died, whatever, I mean, if you just made your own paper, even if it was a blog or a website or what have you, son, you're opening the gate that's not there. You don't need this nigga right now, son. It's not like you're at the number one paper at the college and you need that internship to the New York Times or something. You at you were part of the independent paper, right. And that went out. You can make another independent paper. Lionel,
exactly.
Start your own shit. Start your own shit, bro.
Right.
You don't need that nigga. But I'm glad that Lionel walked off on that nigga. Like, man, look, I don't need your time. I don't need your bullshit. Lionel gets home. He takes off the tie. He has, introspective moment with himself. And then Wesley hits him up. Hope it's not creepy. I found you online. Literally had nothing else to do with my hands. They had this whole thing about their hands. It was a little cutesy little repartee in between them.
Yeah.
So now him and Wesley are connected.
Lionel got a little smirky smirk on his face. He's looking through Wesley's. It looked like their version of Facebook.
And he looks at the camera
profile.
directly.
Yeah.
And that's the first one I noticed is when he looks at the camera. But now that we notice it, it has happened so far in every episode.
Yeah.
It just was slicker with Sam, but yeah, they all look at the camera at the end, well, at least in the first 3. And the episode goes off and we learn more about Lionel. Lionel learns more about himself.
Yes, he does.
And once again, because we kept speaking about wanting Lionel to grow as he grew in front of our faces.
Literally, right.
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts on this episode? Episode 3.
Eventually, at some point, we do get to see a little more growth for Lionel, but I'm excited to see more. I'm excited to see.
But you want to see his dick?
No, I don't want to see his dick.
Okay.
I don't think anybody would be opposed.
Because I'm just saying that about 2 episodes ago, you said you do him. Then at the top of this
I
episode, you said you love him. And now you say, I want to see more. And I'm like, well, my nigga.
I meant on the inside. You got to take it there.
Lionel, dog, we need to see your dick. I'm there with J.Steel.
Lionel is fine, though. One thing.
Wait. We didn't get there yet. But when we get there, oh my God. Lionel fucked me up.
Fine as fuck. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Lionel got body. Okay.
Lionel, you're definitely wearing.
Spoiler alert! When we get to that part, we'll let you.
He's dressed in the wrong way.
We'll give a Jess thirst out moment.
Yeah, I have a moment.
But man.
This just got weird for a second.
Yeah, dog. But it got weird. The scenes he's talking about got weird. Like,
fair enough.
like when.
Yeah, it did.
I was so shocked. It was like the wrong head was on the wrong body. I felt like I was watching Inverse Captain America when they showed his body, when they showed Chris Evans' face on the little body.
We knew, and that's why they had that scene whenever that was.
I did not know that
everybody would do Lionel.
That Lionel had it like that. But we're gonna get to that.
Girl said it first, right?
Thank you. She did.
My nigga. I understand she said it some, but once again on that future episode, nigga, was you expecting that?
I was.
That's all I'm saying.
I wasn't.
That's all I'm saying.
I was like, oh, that's what we're doing now. Okay, got it. All right. Well,
final thoughts, Marty, Brad. What you saying?
I was like, I need a reference point. More Lionel, man. Once again, this show has the ability to draw you into a character and make you want more and more. And then say, nope, we're going to jump to another character now, draw you into that one and make you want more and more. Once again, they were able to do it.
And push the narrative.
Right. I dug every bit of this. Of course, my favorite scene was in the studio booth. But yeah, it just made me want more of this story. I believe the next one is Coco.
I just love me some Coco, bro. She's I like all these characters complex, so you can say that about everybody. But the next one is definitely Coco.
Coco, yeah. So, but high marks for this episode once again, and just once again, like this was really, really easy to binge. Like, so y'all would second my my emotions
man.
there, right?
Yeah. You're right.
This is something so easily devoured so quickly.
I mean,
you don't even realize it. Oh man, when did I get to 8?
It just keeps
I'm
going.
just saying, bro. You just gotta let me know if you just happen to start going forward again, so I can happen to go forward too. Just saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard. It's hard not to.
You got any final thoughts on this?
No, I'm just ready to see more. I like the way the show is going so far. I'm really enjoying this.
Dude, this binging age, dog, like, they set you up. Like,
yeah, they do.
And
that's where we are, yeah.
This show is specifically and greatly created for this style of watching it. Mm-hmm. It knows you want.
Oh, they know.
And the way that it's created, the way, like I said, we spoke on earlier about how, you know, it's a character-based thing. We spoke on earlier about how, like, still push it, But something like that works well for binging purposes because it keeps you on your toes.
Right.
You can't predict necessarily whose episode is next and where they're going to go with it, right. And because it's a character-based thing with the narrative in the background of things, but still existing, you can't really, unless you watch it, you can't really predict what's going to happen because every one of these episodes will come, as we can tell by already watching up to 8. Every one of them has something in there that you were not expecting.
Nope.
Yeah. True
indeed. So, like, yeah, man. So, I don't think I know this to say. Big ups to them getting a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes again.
What?
First season got 100%. And of course, this season got a 100% too. And this season's better than the first season.
There's so many trolls out there.
You would be surprised. You would think they would have tried to take it down, like Get Out and what else they tried to take down? And Black Panther.
Yeah, so that's dope, man. Congrats on that.
That's what's up.
You let something exist, black. And yeah, you let it exist. You didn't call the police on it.
Yay.
Nigga.
Thank you for not calling the police on it.
Oh my God.
Very black show.
So did you see that cookout shit with the white lady calling the police? Did you see that video?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, go home at some point and look up white woman calls police on barbecue.
Please.
And you will see this whole video of this. That's what's become this meme of the white lady with the shades on and she has the phone to her ear. She's become a meme now.
No.
Well, if you ever see this husky white lady with shades on, the phone her ear is on, and now they throw because she called the police on this black barbecue because these two dudes, they were setting up a barbecue and she was like, well, it's illegal to have charcoal grills. So
it was literally like two black dudes minding their business, little table, just chilling. Sunday probably, just cooling. And this fat ass mattress built ass unibrow ass bitch came up and was like, and decided to be the Caucasian police, and you know how that goes. And you guys are out here and you're not supposed to be looking for something
to bother these people.
Out of all this shit going on in big ass Oakland, California, this is what your white ass.
And she stood out there for 2 hours waiting on police to come to tell them that they couldn't barbecue with charcoal grill right there. When nigga, they was like, people do this all the time. Leave us alone. What's up with you? And like this one black lady was recording everything. Like she was like I forgot, they all family. I forget who she was to them niggas. Right. But she was getting mad because nigga, you stand up here being all hard and shit, talking about you call the police, and at some point the fat lady took her fucking card. So now she really trying to get some card. I don't know what it was, but she started following this lady because the lady was tripping out, calling police on them, and she started changing up character. Like after being all hard, talking all this shit, not when she got on the phone to police, the white lady started crying and started acting like a scared white lady, even though she was talking cash money shit when she wasn't on the phone to police. So then the black lady just started following her because she like, I want my card back. You took my card. All the while talking cash money shit to the white lady, like, how dare you, da-da-da-da-da. And, now you want to act scared and da-da-da-da because she on the phone. So I'm being followed and I was pushed. Was never pushed. Only was getting followed because the lady wanted her shit back. Right. And once again, when she finally did make it to some cops after being filmed through all this ordeal, she broke down crying as if it was the most traumatic experience ever. And it's like, dog, see, that's how they flipping on you, dog. You gonna call them people on us while we just enjoying our life. Mm-hmm. And when they come, you gonna act like the complete victim and start crying and hoping that your tears gonna open up the doorways to get these black people in fucking trouble. It was tripped out as like, the police let them be or whatever. And much love to Oakland, California, because like a week later, a lot of black people came and had an open barbecue, electric slide, or big ass event right at the same spot. Like, dog, black people, I love y'all. You feel me? Because they like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. But now she's become the meme, and they put her face up on a whole bunch of different shit to imply that
the police on like all kind of
black imply shit. That y'all to imply that she's here to try to freaking she's always trying to call the police on like us enjoying all kind of shit. So I know I got this on my wall somewhere where it's like they had this compilation of these memes. They put it everywhere, dog. They put it like at the in Good Times, chilling with them. They just put everyone. They just got on the phone, calling the police, and I'm like, bro, let us be, bro, because it's been a non-stop. We're gonna talk about this on side B on side B of the FlyWithBats podcast about this non-stop weaponizing of the police towards black people from white folk. Like, you know what I mean? It's one chick, she calling the police on the student at Yale because she's sleeping. Another person called police on freaking Bob Marley's granddaughter. Yeah. Like, y'all keep on calling the police because she was leaving the Airbnb and they thought it Bob Marley granddaughter. They know Bob Marley granddaughter was stealing. It's like this ongoing thing. Like, y'all are really using the cops to fuck us over and we can't even have anything. We can't just live. We can't just chill. So it's trippy. So, like, you know what I mean? You need to be able to laugh through the bullshit. And that's why I love a show like Dear White People, because, you know, I can just see my black people just being intelligent and, you know, trying to come up and be on the kick, man, without being fucking fucked with, man, without having to be shot, without having to be killed. They got something out here that's positive and black that I don't have to necessarily worry about the black people's well-beings, because so far in reality there's a lot of worry to go around for our folk right now, man, and it's nuts. True. And I'm gonna find these things at some point and show you, dog. But we could get up out here for episode 3. I keep on. Why do I keep doing that? I keep jumping up.
Yep.
I keep trying to. We're about to review episode 4 definitely, but this is episode 3. We have fun. This is a great episode, man. Yay. I can't wait to get into the ones that we haven't seen yet, but we gonna get to that, man. This is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Send all of your mail to reviewingdat@gmail.com. We want to hear your theories. We want to hear your comments. We want to hear your favorite characters. We want to know who you identify with. We want to know, how did you feel when you found out who Alt Ivy was? Did you see that coming? Did you see who? You know what I mean? This is, you know, we want, come on, talk to us, man. Who y'all are? Tell me where to find y'all at.
Hey, I'm J.Steel. You can find me on Instagram at IamJSteel_. And you can also find me at FatGirlNola on Instagram. Also tune into TheMisbelief Radio Show. And you can catch all episodes at TheMisbelief.podbean.com.
You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also at lowrainpictures.com if you click on the Your30 tab, where I co-host a show there with the Arrogant Observer called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check us out. Appreciate you.
And also listen to both the Your30 Podcast and the FlyWithBats Podcast, so you can hear how the FlyWithBats Podcast stomps their asses, and it's 6 or 7 degrees of separation to Black Panther. I'm gonna keep talking that Cash Money shit. You ain't gonna stop us. We gonna find a connection, and we gonna talk our shit. We ready for y'all.
I believe
Base. What's the word? What's the word that we said? What Umbaku be saying? Some shit. Base. Who?
That's definitely not it, but okay.
It's gonna be
close enough, man. That's what we're gonna call it. Yeah. Definitely tune in for that.
Do that.
We are the Kanye and 50 Cent battle of the century.
Who's Kanye?
No, I'm not
Kanye
doing
and 50
that.
Cent. No, you're not gonna do that.
No, because that means
we're not gonna sell albums.
No, because I feel like you guys are inherently making yourselves the Kanye.
We're not gonna get this money.
And Kanye, no, I want a battle that ain't happen. Goddamn it!
Ew. I'm tired of using.
It's I'm gonna figure it out.
We gonna figure that one out. All right, fair enough.
And then we'll get back to you what our metaphoric battle is.
Cool.
But until next round, man. See y'all on episode 4.
Bye.
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot be your enemy.